It's a simple concept. The click of a button, the car arrives, and off you go.
Anything could happen.
But for some drivers and riders, it's not that simple, and safety is their top concern after police say a rideshare passenger was robbed and beaten after leaving the Horseshoe Casino early Monday morning. Since we've learned about that incident, BPD told us they're working with multiple rideshare companies after similar stories.
So I've been driving for about like 2 months or so.
Like many Americans, for Brandon, times are hard.
Just need a little bit of extra money, you know? Anything helps. The economy is going up. Inflation is always going up.
Even with the worries about making ends meet, Brandon says being a rideshare driver comes with a much bigger concern.
I'm always concerned about the area that I'm in, especially if it looks a little sketchy. And especially if the passenger looks a little sketchy. You know, you got a bunch of abandoned homes here, which makes the area look even more sketchy.
Recent rideshare robberies and other crimes is what economist Aniban Basu says is keeping Baltimore from thriving.
Baltimore is one of the most dangerous cities in America, and it's actually one of the most dangerous cities in the world. And that has, more than any other factor, I would argue, kept us away from fulfilling our economic potential.
But just how much potential? Basu says the number is staggering.
Hundreds of millions of dollars, probably billions over the course of time, if you go back far enough in time. If the city were safe, I can tell you, Baltimore City would put Nashville, Tennessee's economic boom to shame.
But the crime numbers show Baltimore is far from being a place tourists would flock to, according to Basu.
If people don't feel safe, they don't visit. If people don't feel safe, they don't invest. They don't start businesses.
Meantime, if drivers don't feel safe, there may not be anyone left to pick up those riders who do decide to visit Baltimore.
I try not to judge off of first encounter. I just try to keep in mind that I need to stay safe and don't do anything crazy behind me.